And certainly Morgan's going to be building a lot of armor in this game. Now, Effort always does this, where he hovers the Nasus. What is Umpty's pick for this game? It looks like it will be Viego.
Yeah, interesting they ended up saving this for so long, but I guess they just wanted the priority on the Gragas, and now have the Viego. I think it works reasonably well with Yanni, because obviously she can set up those stuns, she can get the resets coming in. And when it comes to those team fights, you know, we talk about Brion being a team who wants to lean into the later stage of the game.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like we are ready to hop onto the Rift for game number 1, guys. Let's jump into it right now. Maybe.
Esquire Gragas, is that it?
Esquire.
Is that it?
Maybe.
It's something like that.
Yeah. Meta, where it's, you know, here in the LCK, you can look for some trades, but generally you're just trying to farm up to at least 1 item. And I say you're not looking for trades. I'm sure that bro didn't really want to take that trade, but Taeyun and June doing a good job of forcing this, and now Youngjae is on the bottom side of the map, but not looking for any dives just yet.
Yeah, I mean, the cleanse being burnt was pretty big, but I think the fact they're still healing exhaust. Brion have forced Dudu out, and everyone's here for a fight.
He's gotten this pretty low, just going to throw the ult on Umpty, who has to flash away, so that should be free to the side of Kwangdong, and Youngjae takes it down, the flash over the wall from Dudu. They're looking for a fight here, but Dudu's very low. Hits 2 of them out. Misses that on Nakaris, who flashes away from the charge. But still, it is Kwangdong Freaks picking up the objective.
Yeah, that looked like you could have gone so bad. Good window where Bulldog can move bot and get it down when there's only about a minute
no
left.
flash. Remember, he does not have any way out of this. And down he goes, blasted from miles away. They're going to feel that one.
So I think this is the right call for Brion in the sense that you know you're losing mid and bot anyway, so you're sacrificing it to get the Herald, but it's not a good trade. It's just the best trade you can make given that those lanes are losing. So by no means just get them out of the rough spot they're in. Already a 3,000 gold deficit, but at least they don't also give over the Herald. Okay, he's back now.
Okay, he's back. Oh, he hit Morgan.
On the Gragas, not the best target.
Oh no. Jonas Strong's like, is there anything else I can look at on the map?
Yeah, Bulldog's also running out of mana now. I'm not sure how many more Shock Blasts he's got in him.
Yeah.
He's also leaving again. He's just gone.
He's just going of it. He's like, yeah, I can hit this with my hammer. I'll get some mana back. No, he's just going to clear it as, oh, we're going to hit Morgan again.
Oh, Morgan is receiving a beating here.
Yeah, but he's healing up with that passive bit by bit. And okay, TP comes back. He needed to get some more as the engage comes in, hits nothing, as Taeyun, the cast will not affect him at all, and the knockaway on the majority of the team will be pretty good, I'd say. 2 kills to the side of Kwangdong Freaks. They take down the Dragon. It's a winning fight for Kwangdong. Yeah, Jason and Philios will be able to do that very well, regardless,
but also,
right?
Dudu and Youngjae, if they just build some fires to stand there.
True. Oh, nice flash away from the Bear, but Bulldog's still in a lot of trouble here as he has to go only in. He's got June nearby who's trying to get in and help, but not quite able to do so, as now teleport coming in. June's like, man, I didn't want any piece of this. 2 kills on the side of OK Savings Bank Brion, as now they will look to take this Baron.
Yeah, really nice engage coming in, and Bulldog had a fantastic flash, but it still wasn't enough. Out of position, and now Youngjae has to try and approach, but it's so difficult. There's so much interruption for the Sejuani, but Dudu has ult. A big ult from him again could turn this on its head.
Yeah, so now they're trying to engage as in goes Henna. Is looking for Taeyun in the back line. He's just trying to flash away as this Zeri will be flashed away. And that will at least save him for now. And Umpty was on the Baron still. Finally.
Yeah, Kwangdong Freaks have pretty good control over the area. And Morgan seems to not be aware of this.
Yeah, okay. They are going all in on the Gragas, though, as now it is chaos. The cast comes in. Zeri ult is in. Tons of Aphelios damage, but Henna is going kind of crazy as Umpty tries to go in. Nearly gets 100 to 0, and in fact he will eventually as the Shock Blast comes in on Henna. He is not healthy enough to stick around. Kwangdong Freaks not healthy enough to end the fight. Helping out his mindset in this. So 5v5 in the mid lane, bit of a K-Ram. Umpty is checking into Youngjae, gonna get stunned up as the damage comes in. Henna pops that ultimate, is threatening onto them as Dudu doesn't want any piece of that at all. The Aphelios ultimate not gonna hit anything except thin air, and Dudu is quite strong.
Taking no damage.
Yeah, the Zeri at this point has used all of her ultimate, and they are going to get started on this one. Teleport available for Dudu, but I think they can rush this down. They will attempt to do so, at least.
They have to stop Youngjae getting in.
I don't think that's going to happen. He is over into the pit, and it will go the way of Young Jae as everybody's getting killed in that back line. Down goes Henna, down goes Effort, and I think this game might just be done for as the Mountain Soul is taken and Guangdong Freaks take the fight in a big way.
Yeah, the concept was pretty good from Henna to try and burn them out, but the damage just wasn't there. Dudu feels pretty much immortal, securing the Dragon there huge, but I don't think it really made a difference. The fight was over and the game looks to be done.
Yeah, it does seem pretty done here. Only 7-2 in terms of the kills, but let's see, maybe we'll get a couple more as he's trying to clear out that wave. The Casket's not going to hit the wave, and now he is in a stopwatch, trying to buy as much time as possible, but it's not a lot of time that he has bought. Umpty getting low. Here comes Effort. Never mind. We didn't see Effort there. Okay, in he goes with Henna, and now it matters, but it is a little bit too little too late. Down goes the Nexus. Guangdong Freaks will take game number 1.
That is all meaningful damage. That is not just fist fighting against Morgan.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's not talk about Young Jae's damage. He also had a Sunfire. For the side of Bro, as Morgan will be picking this one up. Now, I mean, you know what you're playing against in the top side. You could decide to go for something a bit more aggressive, but why? Could just make a even tankier front line. And Sion is really good, by the way, at diving bot.
Yeah.
So take Sion, I think.
Yeah, can also do that really early if you really wanted to. Yeah, the big thing in this situation is it feels like Brion's comp is very much good backline, stand your ground, we have a strong front line. When people run at us, yeah, this could be huge for Brion, because if they go for a map split, this would heavily favor them being able to secure their bot lane, the ability to trade aggressively and deny Young Jae access to his bot lane. But Morgan does have to recall and TP top. At some point, they must realize that Dudu is top lane. And that point is now, when he shows up on the wave.
That certainly helps. Dudu's going to say, hello, it is me. I am here.
Pretty effective.
Young Jae's just power farming outside of, you know, running through the mid lane to the enemy red buff after his own red buff. But he is Volibear. It's quite fast. He's able to get through the jungles, and he's going to be looking to hit level 6 as soon as possible. I wonder if they'll wait for the Volibear level 6 as well on top of the Sion level 6.
Enough early.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me was like they first picked Vi. I'm like, hell yeah, great. I love this change. Brion, get it. And then they picked the Zero, and I'm like, no, they don't get it at all, actually.
We're like, look, we have to pick Vi so they can't have Vi. And they're like, oh, so we're going to play aggressive? No.
No, we're just going to take it away and farm.
Yeah.
And get behind Young Jae on the Volibear, who is 12 CS ahead.
Yeah, and now you have a Zeri who's getting plates.
Brion are trying to make a play here for the Heralds.
This is the time for the Azir to show up. So show what he can do, get a 5-man shuffle.
He still has Emperor's Divide, right? He can still do that, and Poppy as well. Here comes Sion, though, trying to get in there and take this away. And, well, he's going to do a little drive-by. Umpty says, okay, cool story. I'm going to take down the Heralds. So Young Jae went from the red buff, came all the way around, and now he's on the blue buff. And this is what Prio in all lanes gives you as, okay, Morgan in a bit of trouble as AQ is coming down, and he's just going to have to flash away. And in goes Young Jae. He does not care. He knows he has to follow up as, okay, the Vi will be able to trade this one back, but still a 2-for-1, you'd imagine, in favor of Guangdong Freaks. And Umpty even flashes at the end.
But Azir's nearly... No, he's not. He's not there. Okay, well, you still get a decent amount from the Hextech Dragons, and Mountains they nerfed the least, and oh no, Morgan.
Okay, well...
Oh, he's still there!
Oh, no! Oh, God!
That was sick.
The horror! Yeah, really nicely timed from Truth as the monster that is Nautilus comes out of the sky. The bottom lane is desperate to try to save them, which leads to this failure in macro as, yeah, this... Like, come on.
That was pretty neat.
It's terrifying.
Also, Morgan knocked Bulldog out of the tower there. He, like, eat him out of the... I think he wanted to get him to the wall, in fairness. But, perhaps not the play.
He's trying his best,
man.
He's trying to get him into the Vi so that maybe they can get one play in this game.
I think it's important when you're commentating to do constant checks on, like, conclusions and stuff you've said earlier.
Yeah.
So we talked about the Azir needing some time to come online. I'm going to ask you, Brendan, do you feel like the Azir has kind of hit that point yet? Have you seen the impact you're looking for?
for free as this is happening, and Breon, they gotta get in here. They have to make something happen as the engage from Umpty is trying to get in. The Puppy ult actually gets one away, but the damage is still there. As they get into the backline, Taeyun is actually getting incredibly low, but he's got that extra damage from the backside. But take a look at Henna. He is shelling into the front line here of Guangdong Freaks as finally Morgan gets in, takes down the Zeri. And yes, they got the Azir, but Breon were able to win a fight down 8,000 gold. Elder coming up here in 50 seconds.
We love a good Elder flip.
Yeah, might happen. Crown gone by the Scion. Turns out. Here comes Bro as Morgan desperate to try to get into that backline, but this time around the engage not quite as good, but he knocks away two, and now Taeyun is isolated in the backline. Has some damage there, but he is trying to live against the Henna. Will not happen until the Volibear just dunks on his head and drops the giant safe of cash on top of the heads of OK Man. Breon, Guangdong Freaks. Both sides lose their 80 carries, but Guangdong have 4-2 in members, so they'll just try to take this Elder Drake.
Really showing off there.
He looked great. Excellent form.
So I think this is actually an interesting one because they're going to get Elder, but Breon are going to go for Baron. If Breon actually secure Baron here, it could allow them to stall the game out. Because the thing, as much as Elder gives you the fighting power, it doesn't help you with taking structures.
True. But Guangdong Freaks, they do know this is happening. Do Bro care? The answer is Giga Chad. In comes Bulldog, looking for the backline. Will get effort. They have Elder Drake as the Vi. Will get the Baron. Good enough, I suppose. Kara's in a really rough spot. He's going to get burned down. That's a second kill. And a massive Mega Cone on the backside. That's like, yeah. Well, that's the end of him. 3 kills on the side of Guangdong Freaks. They have Elder Dragon for 2 minutes, and they're not backing anymore.
Yeah, and I think at this point, Azir dead, Yuumi dead, Vi dead. Gonna be a tough one to defend, but the ult comes in.
Huge.
Didn't get the cannon minion, sadly.
Yeah.
So maybe not huge enough.
Well, Henna is alive. She's gonna have to try to hold on these next turrets, down 11,000 gold. As no, you cannot steadfast presence that. Turns out, Henna still here with the Yuumi, trying desperately, has
Morgan?
the range as, oh man, the charm comes in and Henna is just gone. As this game had many twists and turns, but we got at the destination at the end of the day anyway. Guangdong Freaks take the 2-0 tonight.
Yep.
And a 30-minute game, not very high damage numbers, as Henna barely crested the, what, like 550, 600 DPM as the most in the game.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of action.
This is Steer for the POG interview translation. We are here joined by Dudu and Bulldog on the side of Guangdong Freaks. Congratulations! Guangdong Freaks has secured their first back-to-back victory in summer. Which, how do you feel? I'm so glad that we won the first match and we were able to win the second match with the 2-0, so I'm really happy about that. And Bulldog, this is your first POG. How do you feel? It's a nice start of the season, 2-0, and I feel like I played pretty cleanly, so I'm very happy. Lol God Do, Emperor Do. Once again, you were chosen for POG today following your first match. So, a lot of fans are going crazy with your play so far. So, was it not you who played the game again? Yeah, I think my head coach, he kind of exaggerated things a little. I feel like I played just decently. Yeah, so CV Max said in an interview, he said Dudu didn't play, it was God himself who played. So how did that make you feel? I feel like when CV Max praises people. I feel like he doesn't really go that crazy. So given that he was exaggerating and he was going overboard with the praise, I'm quite proud of myself. What kind of praise did you get today? He said, you played like your normal self. What about you, Bulldog?
분명히 어떤 얘기를 하셨는데 기억이 안 나요.
I know he said something to me, but I just can't remember.
너무 집중을 하다 보니까 그 피드백은 잠시 생각이 안 날 수 있는데 이따가 숙소에 가셔서 천천히 생각을 해보시면 다시 기억이 나실 겁니다. 다음 인터뷰 때 꼭 얘기해 주시고요. 네, 이렇게
Make sure to let us know in the next interview.
극찬을 받은 두두 선수와 함께 경기를 펼치면
So, Bulldog, with Dudu performing so well, it must be so reassuring. So, how do you feel about that? Yeah, I always have my full faith and trust in my top laner. As expected, Kwangdong top. I mean, it's as expected, so I can assure you that this sort of play will be normal. How does it feel to have Bulldog as your mid laner? Enough said. Dudu, you showed us peak Poppy gameplays in Game 1. And the way you hammered that home run in the right moments was so impressive. Let's take a look at the replay. Do you want to walk us through this? So, from the way I positioned from the right side of the map, feel like my main job was to make sure that the opponent doesn't deal any damage to my team. And so when I noticed that they walked up, I just used my ult. And I think my positioning and the position that I used my ult kind of worked well. Just how good is Poppy right now? I feel like Poppy does have some counters. Feel like we saw it earlier, but against Gragas, Poppy is something that you can probably play. And Bulldog, you guys secured the win with a 10,000 gold difference. You really threw your opponent out of their game with your macro. So who usually takes charge of the shot calling in such clean macro play? Instead of just one particular person shot calling, all five of us will kind of brief whatever is going on, and we find the right answer in the right situation. And in game number 2, Bulldog, your Ahri denied Azir from the laning phase. And Azir is actually known to play well against Ahri, but given the nerf, how did you foresee the Ahri versus Azir matchup? I think given the 1v1 laning phase, I think Azir does have an advantage. But I guess, given how I played Ahri, it wasn't really laning against him. In the spring season, you both lost both one and the first and the second round against OK Savings Bank. So, and given today with your sweeping 2-0 victory, what do you think has changed that allowed you to win today? I played very hard. What about you, Dudu? I think CV Max, our head coach, said that whoever meets us in the later part of the season will struggle against us. And I feel like us being able to utilize and start as a baseline with the results in the spring and everything that we learned combined allows us to be so strong today. And moving forward, I feel like we're still in the learning part of the process. And I'm sure that a lot of our opponents in the future will fear us very soon. Oh, and it seems like your grandma is here to cheer you on today, Bulldog. And we're told that she came a long way to see you. Any word for your grandma?
저 잘합니다, 외할머니.
Grandma, I'm good at the game.
먼 걸음 와주셔서 감사하고.
Thank you so much for making your way here.
감사합니다.
네, 좋습니다.
And thank you always.
이렇게 자랑스러운 손자가 또 있을까요? 외할머니께서 굉장히 뿌듯한 표정을 짓고 계시는 것 같은데요. 이제 3연승을 향한 다음 상대는 디펜딩 챔피언인 젠지와의
So the next opponent on your path to a third consecutive victory is the defending champion Genji. With the memories of winning against them in spring round 2, you must be pretty confident. So what's your mindset going into the match?
좀 많이 잘하는 팀이라고 생각해서
I know that Genji is a great team, so I hope that we don't get complacent or get ahead of ourselves and prepare very well for the next match.
젠지가 많이 잘하는 팀이긴 하지만 상대가
I know that Genji is a really good team.
저희 할 것만 잘하면 될 것 같습니다.
As long as we play as we normally do, there won't be any issue. This will be the end of the interview from Dudu and Bulldog, and back to the space.